Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Arlo. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Brad, good morning. Larry, good morning. Welcome to the room. Marty, good to see you back, buddy. Steven, good morning. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, my friend. Nothing wrong with that. Steven, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Ethan, good morning. Seal, good morning. Well, let's get this party started. Let's get going here. Let's do this. All right, guys, we got 1 minute to the cash market open. We have a market that is live and lively. And 200 and 100 are in sync on the long side, so we have big targets on the upside. 533 and a quarter is the next one. We have support in the form of a harmony zone number 1 at 83 by 73 and 58 by 48 is zone number 2. We have T5 coming up at 26 and a half. Then from there we have targets as well. ES has 87.75 trend target. We have zone number 1, 75 by 72 is support. 69 by 66 is zone 2. And we're moving to next target. Not next target, actually, that have shifted while we're talking. We're looking at 94 in ES. That's the swing trade target. We hit what was that? T4 on ES. That was a nice target right there. T4. All right, it says T5, T6 in the harmony system is 70, 570. So we have the trend target at 58, then we have 70 as T6. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis. Hey, Rebecca, good morning. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you? Very nice moves. We're coming up on our target of 58. That's the swing trade target. We had earlier on 7:30 Central building permit, and we really don't have that much news coming up. Let's make it happen. So we're right there at that swing trade target. We have Harmony Wave that's been really a solid one since 825, where the market made multiple attempts within this Harmony Wave. Let's go. So we got within like a tick or so from that target and we got faded. So we're gonna get a back and fill behavior that could test harmony zone number 1. We're starting to establish a new harmony wave short here in this rotation. We're breaking the channel that started all this big move that we have. And we're breaking it right here. So now we're going to most likely just push a little bit lower. We have a great support at harmony zone number 1. We have T4. Well, now that shifted because the cloud shifted, right? But nonetheless, we have 500. The 500 is a solid support. So I'm gonna place an order. All right, we're starting to kind of dig in here. We should be coming up to that level. I hope we get to that 501. It's a whole number, which they may end up buying it ahead of that level like that. See how they hit that zone to the tick and bounce back? That's not necessarily what I want to see. But 07 to 97. But I'm gonna keep my order where it's at. Damn. See? I'm gonna keep my order where it's at. I'm gonna just step away for just a moment. I'll be back. All right, guys. So we're looking at this, and it just the longs are obviously the proper direction. Hey, DJ, good morning. And we're looking for a target. The next target is 608 on NQ. On ES is 5900. We're bouncing between target number T3 and T2 on NASDAQ. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? All right. There was a 50 NT Rinko captain set up short. And we're going to get a little bit of push here. Yeah, that's it right there. 40 to, I have to take it down to 31 now. See that? As a captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko. So they're selling off a little bit, but I'm still looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. We disconnected between the 200 and the 100, and that puts us in a two-sided market. Man. That's a little bit. Well, that's no fun. Really? Okay. So I mean, we got in a good entry. I mean, I have to have a stop. So my stop is 17 points, and it just got me to the tick almost right here, and bounced right back up. It's unfortunate, but I got to take my stops. And we're getting the reaction that we thought we were gonna get. Now the market is back in sync. Our target remains the same at 608. Harmony zone number one is 58 by 48. So let's see if we can get a pullback. So we're gonna try to get 50. Target is T1 if we can get there. And I gotta put a stop like really tight here. Ooh. Come on. Okay. So the market is back in out of sync, and our target still remains the 608. All right, so we break 72. We should be heading toward our target of 608. Harmony zone number one, 58.48. Nine o'clock. Here we go. What happened if we break down to 508? Then that the market will be in sync on the short side, and we can look at a swing trade targets to the downside that could take us below 500. The market is playing in the neutral zone right here. So speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate. Range, I mean, it's expanding. We're making big moves on both sides of the market. So that's an expanding market versus contracting. And the behavior right now is neutral to short. Unless we break the 75. So the market is neutral because we're trading in the neutral zone, and the bias to the short side, not really necessarily a bias, but the fact that the market is out of sync, it's lending itself to a two-sided market where some of these rallies are getting shorted. Now they're buying the stop runs, but they're not making a new high, so that's a negative behavior. So let them run the stops one more time, and they're going to do it under 26, and we'll see how well they handle the next rally. Here we go. So we don't want to see 55. 55 will lend itself to a captain setup long on the 70. So we don't want to see a break above 55. I mean, if they produce 55, then I'm going to look for pullbacks as a buying opportunity on a scalping basis. Well, it looks like we're going to get a 55 here. That's a 55. That's a captain setup long on the 70 NT Rinko. So we need to get long if it's all possible. Okay. I'm gonna let this one ride and see how far I can go with it. I may just take one contract off here. I need to get paid. And then I'll leave that one contract for a bigger target. Maybe go to T3. T3 is 96. That's gonna be tough, but I'll fade that into 88. And actually that is the bottom end of the Globex band, so I gotta go in a little bit lower. Let's just go to target number 2. Finally got one. I felt like getting slapped like a pinata here for a little bit. I was like, all right, man, we gotta find ourselves a good trade. So we went from that entry to that target. I mean, there's even an opportunity like right here for an ad, like at 61 ad. But I don't want to mess around with my cost basis, so I'm just gonna let it be, and let it go up to T number 2. Look right here, I can move my stop toward that swing low and pocket some money in case if it wants to reverse. and I'm moving my stop to 557. If this candle closes lower, that's a captain setup short, so that's a good out for me. And I'm hoping that they just bust out toward T2. Either way, I'm okay. Moving my stop to target to T1. So now it's just either it's going to happen or it's not. Come on, baby. You can do it. Here we go. Thank you. Ooh. They're struggling here. Yeah, they're struggling. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out. So we went from negative a bunch to positive. Hey, I'll take it. So the market is in sync on the long side right now. We have a swing trade target of 608. ES, on the other hand, is producing a captain setup switch trade short. So that's going to have an impact on NQ. We may be seeing a bit of a pullback here. Pullback. I mean, you could get to 42, which is the entry point to the system, or to that harmony zone number 1, which is 33, to run some stops. Not a lot of trending behavior going on here. There's a whole lot of backing and filling, consolidation, getting in sync, getting out of sync. So I need to stay in a scalping mode. ES target is 5900. Support is harmony zone number 1, which is 87 by 84. Harmony zone number 2 is 81 by 78. Pullbacks are viable. We're going to get to T2 here in a second. Here it comes. but that would have been hard for me to just sit here, because that would have got me to the tick on my stop on that target, and then ran up. I mean, that would have been a little shitty, to be honest with you, if they did that. But that's exactly what they did. So I'm glad that I took my profit here. I mean, obviously the market has another leg back up, and hitting T2, T3 is 96. The 70 NT Renko Captain setup long is still intact with a low of 530. So as long as 530 holds, these pullbacks are buyable. That's interesting. They're running the stops right here under that 43.40. I'm going to take a shot at it. I'm going to have to take a stop right here. I took 2 off. Come on. You need to go back up. Thank you. So it's a big one, but that's fine. The market is in sync on the long side. So take a look here. That's the captain setup on the 70 interior wrinkle. Ran it up, came back to retest it. You close at 63 and a quarter. Then that's going to make a higher low. And then there's a potential of breaking the 80s and the 86s into the next target of 608. So that's kind of the structure of the market as we see it right now. Here you go. I mean, I can jump in here on the pullback and see if I can get in. Well, they're gonna run without me on that one. So, because you have to know where we're going to. We're going to this harmony, the Globex band. So the bottom end of the Globex band, that's gonna hold as resistance, as you can see. They're just not. They keep coming up here and end up. it's the the trending trades are definitely a short uh, lived ones. This is more of a fading the edges of price and fading the the stop runs. That's the kind of market we're having right now. I mean, if they go up to 570, then that sets me up for a captain setup long at here. So I mean, I could either take this one or that one. And I'm gonna be scalping it because we have there's a lot of resistance up here. Yeah, okay, so that order is not gonna get filled. Let's see if the other order gets filled. So you see how quickly that gets busted? Okay, let's see. Thank you. I'll take it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see if I can get an order here. Nope. I'm gonna run it, run it. It went to T1. Now most likely we're gonna break above 80. I mean, I could divide my order in half and just try to kind of range trade this thing. So I could do that instead of just taking 2 contracts in one spot. I'm gonna go break even plus a tick, and I'm gonna try to go for a bigger target. Maybe target number 3, man. T3. I mean, excuse me, T2, or I go break even. But it needs to be moving like right now. I mean, you can't be messing around. I'm gonna go and raise my stop to 68 quarter. That may not work then. Okay, I'll take that. There's a whole lot of back and fill here. I mean, 56 again. That's something I'll be interested in doing, but I'm gonna trim my sizing right now to just 1 contract, and I'll add 1 versus 2 and 2. Really? I'll take that, and I'll put a stop right under the captain setup and look for a push, and we should be getting it. Oh, come on. Here we go. Trimming. Here we go. Go and break even. Come on. I gotta take that 58 or better. 92. I'm gonna take it right here. Man, woo. Thank you. Rallies into 608. That's our target. Yeah, I sure did. Nah, DJ. T3 hit. That's nice. Man, I thought I was doing good taking T2. Here we go, T3 again. So how's everybody doing so far? Adam, Arlo, Brad, DJ, Sheila, Marty, Rebecca, Steven, Ethan. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So where's our big target, guys? Globex. Globex is the big target. It's 633 and a quarter. That's Globex. Yeah, yeah, Ethan, we got that one. T4 is 662. So that's what we're dealing with here. Here it comes. I mean, literally to that tick. I mean, that's most likely gonna end up leading to a bit of a pullback here. If this candle closes lower to 22, then you're gonna see a pullback to 09. CL, crude oil. Okay. The only thing that could do that is a potential ceasefire in the Middle East. So there's been talks about that. That could be impactful. I know. It's so tempting to fade Globex on a first touch basis. I mean, I like it too, but I'm trying to be a good boy. I'm trying to not try to fade as much, and just kind of go in alignment with the 200 and the 100, and continue to just wait for the harmony wave to establish itself and just kind of ride that wave. It's just a higher probability behavior versus, I mean, first touch bases on a lot of these levels are good for few points. Yeah, 10 points. You'll get 10 points. Globex 59.19 Ethan, yeah. 59.19 on ES. I mean, look at that fade, right? Nice captain setup, though. Damn. Back to Globex. Yeah, and it made a huge run from 400 to 600. DJ. So I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean that we wouldn't see 658 and higher prices. So ultimately, this area right here between Globex and T3 and T2 is going to be an area of contention. So basically, 92.75 all the way to 633 is going to be an area of contention where the market is going to go into this period of backing and filling and testing and stop runs. And you're getting a captain set up short on ES, very close to a target. So that's going to be an important for us to see how it's going to resolve itself. Yeah, they're trying. They're putting captain setup short right here, so that's an area where the market can be faded back down to 24 from Globex into the cloud, middle of the cloud. $658. Very nice. 658. Target. Harmony target 658 coming up. And we're trading within the Harmony wave. Keep coming into the middle of the range and doing a switch trade. Captain setup, that was a, it went to the middle of the range, but that's all it did. And then boom. Now, where's T4? T4 662. Yeah, that's close. They needed to close that. Interesting that the market just kind of getting faded back from away from that harmony target of 658 and a quarter. We're waiting for another harmony wave, and we'll look for entry points to ride that one. Valentino Gomez, welcome to the room. So right here, we see how the market kind of stopped, and here they stopped also. So that those are, and you have the harmony target at 58. So that we need to clear this area, otherwise we're gonna start trading under Globex and head toward T3, excuse me, and that harmony zone. And we could see the early sign. That's another one right here. That behavior is a negative behavior. So we should see 27, and then the market can bounce back, and we'll see the quality of the bounce. They're struggling here. Captain set up long. Here we go. Now we're doing it. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. I'll be back. All right, so while we're waiting for the next setup, since we're basically oscillating in and around Globex, that's what the market's trying to do here. They made a high, a lower high in and around T4, and they're pulling back to Globex. Um, oh, okay. Thank you, Adam, for sharing that information. Some people are having issues with trade of 8. So just be careful there. Thank you. So while we're waiting for the market to kind of just get in alignment here, we are in sync on the long side. The target is 683. ES has a target of 59.19 with harmony zone number 1 and 2. Harmony zone number 1 and 2 lined up. All right. So while we're waiting for the market to kind of line up, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this software. Trades Viz. Apex was talking about it as a method or a software that helps traders understand, their drawdown and their metrics and how they're trading. So I went ahead and got a free trial of it, and I liked it and ended up subscribing for the year. But what's important is not that. The important is when I start looking at my data and I plugged in. This is what I plugged in. I plugged in my PAs, all my PAs in it, Apex PAs. And I start looking at the data, and the most important thing that just kind of kept coming at me. So that's the equity curve for my PAs across the board. And what's important is this. Let me see if I can find it now. Trade charts, where is it? Give me a second. Here we go. Trade count. So this is the thing that really was very intriguing to me. I looked at this as like, oh my God, this is just so cool. So this specific chart was showing me like the number of trades that I was taking and how long I was actually in the trade. Like this number right here, this block showed me between me getting into a trade entry, then an exit of 10 seconds. So my entry and my exit are in 10 seconds. I took 73 trades and I made $3,400 within 10 seconds. And the list goes on and on and on and on. Here, I took 117 between 10 seconds and 20, and I made 4,400. Then between 20 seconds and 30 seconds, I took 125 and made $5,000. And the biggest one was me coming in at between 30 seconds and 1 minute and took 246 for $13,000. And it started to drop between 1 and 2 minutes, still profitable though. Okay, so basically between me entering the trade, me getting into a trade, all the way to 2 minutes, I'm making good money. Then this comes in, and that's the part that was a little bit that was a little bit very insightful to me is this number. Boom. Negative. The minute I go over 2 minutes, between two and 5 minutes, I'm losing money. So a complete reversal. I'm taking 200 and I'm negative 10 grand in that category. So then what happens? Between 5 and 10 minutes, I'm still losing money. So basically from 2 minutes to 10 minutes, I'm losing money. And then 10 to 20, it's margin, not that big of a deal. Meaning took 20 trades that stuck around and I made 1,700. So that's really in the scheme of things is not statistically significant. So what is that telling me? That tells me between entry to 2 minutes, either my trade is working and working very quickly, or I need to get out of that trade. If I start getting into the 2 minute mark, those trades, the majority of them over time, they are negative. And that was very, very insightful to me. And it's not like, the sample trades are like 100 trades or 200 trades. This is thousands of trades that this data is deriving the information from. So, and here it tells me, okay, profit or loss. I had 781 trades, made 17 grand, and they were short, and 325 that is long. So that's another piece of information. Like I have this tendency of trying to go short, which is, yeah, it's profitable, but it needs to be a little bit more balanced. Like I should be even between the number of trades that I go long and short. And there is a certain bias to me, almost like I'm taking double the trades in short than long. So I need to work on that part. What else? 24. Then here comes the date and time. Okay. So let's see if I can get a bigger picture here. All right. All right, here we go. So 9:30 to 10, I'm positive. 10 to 10:30, I'm negative. 10:30 to 11, I'm positive. 11 to 11:30, I'm negative. 11:30 to 12, I'm positive. And here, the biggest one is from 2:30 Central to 3 o'clock, I'm big time positive. So basically that tells me 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, and 2:30. Those are the 4 time slots that I seem to be doing the best at. That's insightful. But this is the big part for me. Anyway, so I'm going to keep a track on all my trades this way and get a deep analysis of my behavior and how my behavior is impacting my bottom line, and just look at it and, improve. Now, if we look at today's trades, and this data that I showed you does not include today's. So once I upload them, I'm gonna find the consistency, the same thing. Do you know what? I have that. That is funny that you said, Adam. Adam is saying start your timer, trade till 2 minutes, then close the trade. I have a timer. I have what they call a stream deck. If you're familiar with what a stream deck is. So I put on an app or a timer on it, and I have it timed for 2 minutes. And the minute I get into a trade, I punch it in, and by 2 minutes, if I'm not in the positive, I'm looking to get out of the trade or go break even to, not break even, but look to actually to go break even out of the trade. So either I take a small stop or a break even. So yes, it's a good idea. And I think every single one of them. Jeff, no, I literally, I think yesterday they give you 7 days. They give you 7 day free trial. So my 7 days is spent, and when I got this kind of information out of it, I was like, man, that's gonna help me out a lot. So I went ahead and bought it. It's like 12, $13 a month. It's like less than $300 for the year. It's that information on its own, it's invaluable, be honest with you. So I went ahead and bought it. I know, I never do, huh? I usually make stuff. I don't buy stuff, but it's all good. I used to keep track of all my trades, and I have like a very involved spreadsheets that told me each signal, what it's doing, how it's doing, but it was just too time consuming to keep data entry like that. And this is saving me so much time and giving me insight that I wouldn't have. And this thing, I mean, this I'm just showing you one thing. It has a ton of stuff in here that's gonna help. I mean, I know it's gonna help me. One of them is notes. So like I'm putting, where is that? It has artificial intelligence. Yeah, let me see if I can show you guys that. Okay, here we go. That's not it. Give me a second. I'm gonna expand it so I could know what I'm doing. Trend analysis. Maybe that's what it is. I'm still learning this, by the way. Profit and loss. Yeah, here we go. So here it's just telling you like different information. It's telling you, okay, your profitable price is whatever. That's not okay. Let me see here. Large portion around 93. Okay, let me see if something valuable here. Let me see if I have did I filter anything out? No. Okay, that's not filtered. Anyway, so I like right here is telling you, for example, here we go. Here we go. Check this out. You lost that much money in the first hour after market open, 9:30 to 10:30. This is about 35% of your total losses. Between 15 and 16, I made the most amount of money, which is the power hour. Okay. Your highest number of trades, 25% in 60 minutes, were during 10:30 to 11:30, and that you made trades account. Okay, that's not that great. Okay, so 16 trades between this time made that much. So really, it's just giving you breakdown, and here, best overall duration seems to be 95. So I made 34 grand in that. Here we go. Best overall duration range is between 0 and 5 for 94%. Okay. Here we go. So I lost most the amount of money, which is 97%, about 13 grand between 2 minutes and 20 minutes. So see that? And you could look at the chart here and say, okay, this is all money made all the way up to 2 minutes, then crash, crash, crash. Now, you may want to put your information in here, and most likely I don't know, each person is different, right? So your result may be different here. Maybe your trading style uh, makes you where you between 2 minutes and 5 minutes, or 2 minutes and more, you're making money, and you're losing money between 0 and 2 minutes. Like, nobody knows. You really have to plug it in and figure out if it makes sense to you and what kind of data you're getting. But it's definitely going to give you an insight to how you trade and what's your tendencies and where you are efficient, when you are not, what days of the week. Like, all my days are profitable, over time. But my Thursdays and Tuesdays are more, while my Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday and Friday are about even. So I know that I need to maybe add more money on Tuesdays and Thursdays and just keep everything the same on the rest of the days, right? So stuff like that, and as long as you have a big sample of trades, then it's just going to show you cool behavior, tendencies. And if I can improve off of it by 1%, then it's worth it. So let's talk about speed, range, and behavior here. Speed is slower, range is expanding, and behavior is long. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis with a target of 683 and a quarter. ES hit its target. We have a target of 925 and a quarter. Harmony zone number 1 is 12 by 9, and harmony zone number 2 is 6 by 3, and Globex is 19. Hey, yeah, by the way, couple of notices about this week and this upcoming week. So we have Thanksgiving next week, right? So I'm gonna take a few days off. So Tuesday, Wednesday, excuse me. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna be in Alabama. We have a beach house there that I'll be going to. Just kind of spend the time there for the holidays. So most likely I'm gonna take the rest of the week off. I'm gonna come back late Wednesday, probably early Thursday. I'm gonna take so basically the bottom line, Monday through Friday of next week we're gonna be off. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second one is tomorrow I'm gonna be off as well. So there's not gonna be a room tomorrow. I have to take somebody to the hospital, so tomorrow will be off. So Wednesday of this week, no room, and next week, Monday through Friday, there's no room. If I come in early on like Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how the driving is going, I'll send you guys an email, and maybe we'll have a Thursday, Friday of next week where the room is open. Well, actually, Thursday is Thanksgiving, so hold on. No, it's not going to work out. So the whole week is going to be off. Next week is all off, and Wednesday of this week is off. Sorry, guys. I want to spend my time with you, but at the same time, it's nice to take a break. I know Marty took a nice break, and I'm sure he feels refreshed and charged up and ready to go. So, and that place in Alabama, I mean, I didn't think, really, to be honest with you, that Alabama was a vacation destination, but it's definitely has a lot of nice stuff going on. If you want to know where I'm going to be going, I think I made a video of it a while back. Let's see here. Why is it not here? Yeah, this is it. This is a spot right here. That's the beach. I was trading here off the balcony. Yeah, that's it. Here you go. But that's the place right here. It's pretty nice. Looking forward to it, actually. It's not a beach weather, but one of the best things to do is to early in the morning take a walk on the beach. Feel like $1,000,000. So what are we seeing here right now? If we break anything under 75, that's a captain setup short on the 30 NT Renko. I'm not really interested in the shorts. I'm interested in on the longs. And now we're looking like we're breaking up into the 708 target. 708. So we're at the top end of the Globex band, and the market is just slowing down into a push and a break. I mean, if they close at 83, they're gonna pull the market back down a little bit. We do have T5 on the Harmony system is 696 and a half. That's a target, or 696 and a half. So that's coming up right here. And then from there, we have the Harmony target, a swing trade target of 708 and a quarter. I mean, it's a slow market right here, and we're trading between T5 and the top end of the globe expand. Not much action going on here. Put on a captain setup long here at that 91, and that will lead itself to T5. So we're seeing also a captain setup short on the 30 into Rinko with a high of 700. So I mean, that's a mixed market. The bias is on the long side, and we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity. So for example, I mean, an entry here at that 90, you're expecting target number 5 and higher prices. And it's taken forever and a day for it to move. So that tells you that speed is low, small, and or very quiet market. Range is still expanding. Behavior is long. It's just things are not moving as quickly. So as we approach Thanksgiving, we should expect, the first hour or so be active and the market then becomes quiet like this. Yeah, you're right on that one, Ethan. Right on. 700 to the tick. You probably faded that number. Yeah, look at that. See that? That's actually very important behavior, what we just saw right now. They dump the market. Here, you got a behavior that's important. Captain set up switch trade short with a 682 and a target of 60. So that's rallies are shortable on a scalping basis. If the market get to 657, the market would be out of sync. So a little bit of selling pressure going on. ES is struggling to break that 927.50, and we're seeing a lower highs happening in NQ. I'm still kind of, the bias is the bias till we break it, and we break it under Globex of 683. But you could see that the market is just getting a bit tired here. Let's go back to that chart because it's an important one. You got a captain setup switch trade, and then you came back to retest it around the same spot, and now the market's pushing lower. So that tells me that the whole area is a distribution area and the market is struggling. All right, guys. So let's take a last look here. I mean, we started the day with a little bit of a drawdown, and I mean, it seemed like every trade that I took, I was getting slammed. And the thing is, I was long. I mean, like the market was long. I was taking the longs. I was a little bit off on some of the like entries, and I was taking stops. I was like, damn, that hurts. Then we started to connect with the market, and we had a really nice trade, and that brought us to break even. And we just kept working all the way to equity high for the day at 11:34. So that's how I'm gonna call the day. I'm not gonna that last half an hour, last hour of the day. Usually there's a lot of action, but most likely I'm not gonna touch it today. I'm just gonna take this money and move on. All right, guys, that's it for me. We will see you not tomorrow, but on Thursday, and we'll get this thing done. Good job, everybody. See you Thursday. Take care, Ethan, Jeff. Take care, DJ, Adam, Arlo, Sheila, Marty, Rebecca. Take care. Steven, take care. It was a fun day.